the UFC comfortably. Just round people up at the behest of ice.
Do you see what the Eagles are doing?
Talking about how we needed to remain in Jurassic Park. I mean, they have great battles and car shows and now we're working on our next podcast.
Right here.
The Building Destroy record that I was the first one to record on now. I felt like I make it the next day.
Hey, I'm not everybody in their mama.
We need it.
I know,
Yes, indeed, folks. We are back at it. It is the Build and Destroy show. Every Sunday around 5, we go live. Wicked Meticulous, May Dolly, High Rise. We in the building.
Who this?
Yo.
What up, yo?
Well, look, we got some topics on the agenda for y'all today. Make sure you hit the share button. Invite your homies. Get in the chat. Chop it up with us. We want to see what y'all have to say.
Man, shouts to the real quick, shouts to the Squaxin Island gym. Every Sunday we've been showing up early in the morning and playing basketball, but we're like 4 or 5 weeks in and I must have played for like 5 hours today.
Damn.
Starting to feel like the old days out there when we were just playing for 10 hours. But shouts to them for getting the people back together and the old heads and the young combining and playing together.
What was the spark up of it?
Just people using social media and then word of mouth after that. The word of mouth has been spreading quicker than the social media.
How many people you guys got, you think, coming?
Today we had about 15 to 20.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's starting to get to that point where it feels like back then where you got your teams sitting there waiting to take over next.
There's only one court that they're playing on?
Yeah, one full court.
Oh, yeah. That's when things start to get serious.
But it feels good to run. It really does.
So 5 weeks in, you said you're starting to get some juice back? You feeling
yeah,
some youth
played
energy?
enough to where you notice your skills are locking in?
Yeah, I've been making like 23s in a row and like 15 free throws in a row. I've always been a shooter, but yeah, I've got it down. It's just the cardio that's been building up. But that shot never leaves. Or the mechanics, at least.
Shit, I ain't never hit 15 free throws in a row.
No, I'm a pure shooter. I could probably do like 30 if I really lock in. But I'm there for my boy and all the kids his age. We're trying to make them better. So we got kids that's like 12 years old playing with 40-year-olds, 45-year-olds. And it's cool. They're learning how to get that contact and finish strong and all that stuff. And eventually when they play the kids their age, then those kids, they're not going to seem so big anymore after playing with us.
Just make me thinking about balling right now got my knees hurt. Nah, definitely, man. It's been a minute. I be thinking about going out and balling every so often. I'll get it in my head like, man, I should just roll up to Wright Park, see the youngsters up in there. All right, even I know High Rise is getting it in with Eli every now and then.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, we're Uncle Drew now. We got to be Uncle Drew to these kids.
It's not that bad though, because like I don't know, at least the runs I was at, it wasn't like some crazy invite only run. It was like there was old cats that was sticking around the half court area, not running too much.
Yeah.
So if that's your pace, then you just guard somebody on the other team that pace, and it kind of worked out. You know, they played down. Like if you happen to be guarding the old guy, then you kind of played at that pace.
Yeah, balance it out.
Yeah.
I don't remember no balling like that. Like it was all. You go to Wright Park. You want to get on with the big dogs? So this is back in the day when they had 2 courts. You want to get on with the big dogs on the dusty ass court, sliding around and shit. They ain't showing you no mercy.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can go and play with the kids over there on the other court. Yeah, you want to come play with the big dogs, you go be ready to catch a ball.
And then, man, half the time, the kids, they just don't even be running that much. They get the ball, they try to do something, and then but they're pulling up. They stop at the 3-point line.
You're so right.
And fire away.
Yeah, the younger kids have been leaving first out of the gym, I noticed. It's always the OGs that are still there, ready to play, and a lot of them sneak out after like an hour. They're done. But they're showing up eating Cheetos and drinking Red Bull and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yo, I shit you not, I posted this about maybe an hour ago. I said, remember back in the day when you would just climb up something like a tree or a tall fence or wall or some shit, or even on a roof just to jump off? Like jumping off stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were real crazy, you'd do a flip off of it.
Yo.
But that I think technology does have something to do with it, but there's, I don't know, some more primal instinctual behavior that I think is maybe we're just losing as a population, which segues perfectly into my first topic.
Mm-hmm.
Birth rate declining. So just a quick,
For who?
it's a global trend.
Okay.
And we can get more analytical. But this is just, you type in birth rates worldwide, Google or Bing or whatever, they all give a full summary now as opposed to just links. So you can just click on that summary and it starts off with the birth rate has been gradually decreasing over decades. In 2019, the global average was 18.5 births per 1,000 people, lower than in previous years. By 2025, the birth rate had declined to 17.13 births per 1,000 people, showing a slight decrease from 2024. Decline is influenced by factors such as higher costs of raising children, delayed parenthood, and career prioritization.
That's all I was going to say.
So those are global trends, that's saying?
So yeah, that's the global trend summary. Then it goes into regional variations. So Niger has the highest at 44.7 births per 1,000 people. Chad and Somalia are right behind them at 42.6 per 1,000. And essentially, developed countries have lower birth rates. The replacement level, scientifically accepted, is 2.1 children per woman. And most Western nations are below that.
No, it's sad. I'm going to do the usual and blame it on social media, at least a part of it, because that stuff, social media has taken away our ability to pair bond and like get intimate on a certain level with humans. Everything just seems real transactional now, like these relationships and these people that we meet. We don't necessarily get to that pair bonding point where we're going to bear children with you. Like that takes a couple steps to get to bearing children. And it just sounds like there's no more accidental babies just because people aren't getting intimate in that way to begin with. Everything's really from a distance and everybody's got guards up. And I don't know, it is a lot of people just looking out for their own situation. And a kid would be like extra weight. It's not like we all have farms and we're trying to get kids to help run the farm kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't mean to sound cold or whatever, but like, I don't care. I don't care that people are having less kids globally.
It might be a good thing, yo.
I mean, if it's like they want to have kids and they can't because there's so much like microplastics in our penises and ovaries and people are having a hard time conceiving, I would care about that. But like if this is a choice and people just feel the need to and the ability and the freedom to have smaller families, and that's a global trend, I don't care. I don't have a reason to think that that's bad. I don't need more people. And less people isn't bothering me. I don't get why that's a thing for people to care about.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm asking. Do you guys care?
Well, no, I love humans, but I feel better when they're not around me.
I mean, there's fucking 7 billion of us. I don't really give a shit if there's slightly less than that. Do you care, Wicked? Really? I don't mean to be rude, but like, why is this our thing? Why, how is this a thing for us? Why am I interested in this?
Why did I put this on the topic board?
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with talking about it just to talk about stuff, but like, is this us related?
I'm dying over here because that's why I put it on the board, because there's me personally, I think there's kind of, you brought up one thing, the fertility aspect of the microplastics and things like that. I think that's a real impact that we don't know about. But here's the bottom line is the planet, we could I firmly believe, and I've been thinking about this, I think humans we're trying to get to an equilibrium. I think naturally we'll get somewhere, but I think number one is the white folks. I mean, I just read it. It's the Western countries that are having the birth rate issue, and it is a topic for them. This goes into immigration, is why they have to have immigrants coming into work in these other countries, taking care of the old people. They're not going to have just enough nurses and things. This gets into the futurist people like Elon Musk. This is cover for them to, running these new humanoid robots that's going to be coming out. That'll be taking care of all the old people eventually, because there's no young people to do that, or there's not enough. And the ones that we do have, they don't want to wipe an old person's ass, which understandably I don't. But if that was the job that was needed and available, and I needed a fucking job, I'm wiping an old person's ass, and I'm going to treat them respectfully and humanely. I'll do my job seriously. But I think there are the folks that run and plan the world. When we think about just conspiracy theory level, when we think about Epstein list and files and people's names being redacted, World Economic Forum, there are literally people that they get together, they have enough power and money and influence to change the direction on where the world goes, but their influence only goes so far. And that's where, once their influence stops, then we get to Trump tariffs, the economic influence. Once that don't work, then we get to military influence. We're going to come and just capture your actual leader. And if that don't work, then we just going to blow your ass up. This is where America is at. Now, the American, if you get into the details on the population and birth rates in America, there's different stories for different people.
Yeah.
And that's part of the whole conversation about the immigrants, because they aren't on the same shit as Americans. They still having a bunch of kids. And, and the rich white folks, this is on their agenda to think about this type of stuff, and they just have the power to manipulate and control shit to try to work in their favor. This is why abortion rights have been eliminated in so many other red states. And that's an important, that's liberal talking shit. That's liberal people are very interested and invested in the woman's right to choose, which I mean, I'm not for or against it. I think what you brought up is like, why do I care? Like, I just think about the powers that be, and
right. I get it. It's interesting to talk about because it opens up a light into why it is important for other people or for certain groups of people. And by talking about it, we could talk about the white people who freak out about the white white replacement theory.
That's one.
That's what they're worried about or whatever. Or one of the words for it.
Yeah, no, it's.
If
I was a white person, maybe I would think, maybe I could feel their pain, but I don't know. I don't know.
I personally don't care about that, but I think it is interesting and just like a mechanical societal point, like people are aging. Is there going to be enough people to have a humane staff to take care of baby boomers or any particular generation that swells well beyond its its progeneration? So I don't know. I guess I would just hope that they could make those jobs worthy. To me, that's what it would be like. Wow, we need a lot of nurses in a lot of these homes. We have to attract people to this field. Let's make these attractive jobs for people, and when people like their jobs, like you say, Wicked, that's when they do it well. And of course, if your parent is in that situation, or you're going to be in that situation, you want the staff to be caring. So I
don't know if we're going to get it. I don't even know if there's a way to incentivize it. I fully accept that a robot will be taking care of me if I get to the place of being old. Because Tiani told me flat out. She's like, I'm not fucking taking care of you. I'm going to send you to a home. She told me this.
Well, there's still somebody at the home, though.
But I'm saying, I don't
maybe,
think
maybe not.
In 20 years, I don't think there will be. You got to think. This is who would be the people that. I mean, I don't think there's going to be enough. I think there's just going to be robots doing it. and the few people that's left,
Yeah.
I don't think that maybe that's going to be a specialty, the high end care home. Like that is part of what makes it high end is you got
Right.
real people taking care of you, not robots. So you're going to have to pay this much more money for real people.
Yeah.
You know what else is down? At least for the younger generations, is drinking too. So not only are they not having as much sex, they're not drinking alcohol to the same extent that we were.
I don't got nothing against
Which-
that.
To be funny, like that stuff goes hand in hand. Like,
Right. It's just an indicator that they're less social in groups.
yeah, that's it. They're not drinking and screwing,
Right. They don't meet afterwards and ask older people to buy them beer anymore.
No. And yeah, I respect that.
The cool ones still do if you're listening, kids.
No, I remember getting told by my kids, like everything I thought was cool, they was like, that's corny.
Yeah.
All the stuff I thought I was cool doing in school, they was like, nah, corny.
Yeah.
He said there's still people, if you stand at the store long enough, you'll get some. I remember that though.
Yeah. That was the freaking MO on a Friday.
Yo, can you go get us some beers?
Black and mild, please.
I got
You can
$2
keep the
extra.
change.
Yep.
Just don't jack me.
Yep.
I'll buy you one.
Right.
I remember that too. Like,
yeah.
you could get one.
Hey, this is back in the days of oldies. So yeah,
Yeah.
it really was. You get one old, you're good.
Yeah.
In fact, shoot, we're getting two to split between
You know,
4 people.
you know,
Bro, passing around the 40.
I can't believe I was showing up with blunt smoke just on my clothes in the middle of the class. And then I had the nerve to wonder why everybody was looking at me crazy. Like, just doing the most. And just etiquette wise, like, I can't imagine doing that to the people even now.
For real. Belligerently smelling like weed in their
Just-
class.
Just eyes like brake light red, no Visine, just
Head down on the desk.
just wrong. Yeah, just in there
God.
wrong. I felt so bad thinking back at that. Just a distraction, really.
Yeah.
Because everybody's just like, dude, you're tripping. Like, you don't even got rules in your brain.
Just making every class smell like weed.
All right, well, let's go to our next topic. I'm going to queue up these. Let me go ahead and...
While you do that, do you think there's anything to like robots and AI just in the end costing too much just like mechanical energy, too much water, too much power to generate these tasks by these robots or these giant computers for just like substandard results, because like you can AI something on your computer and it's like this shit is a dumbass answer.
Yo.
And it makes me be like, damn, books worked better than this.
Mm-hmm.
And like there is a movement of people that is just like, it's too much water to run these computers. It's not worth it.
No. There was an article, I didn't read it all, but it was talking about that. Our brain is more efficient, at processing. Like this other stuff is consuming way too much resources. Where we just have an intelligent design. the way that we run and operate, and we leave a far less carbon footprint just overall.
Yeah.
Well, there's three things. There's energy usage, carbon footprint, and then usefulness right now. From the energy aspect, they're already hitting bottlenecks, and that's part of why it's substandard for you, because we're all using the free shit. Once you pay, you get a different level. But that's already a constraint on the industry as a whole. So they are trying to do workarounds from increasing energy, modular nuclear plants. That's the new thing. In China, they're developing chips that can produce the same with less energy. So the industry in AI, the folks are attacking this because this is a problem. The amount.
So they'll solve it with more technology. They won't roll it back.
Yeah. And this is something I can't remember who spoke about it, but it's a way of measuring our development as a planet. Also, is a level of energy usage. So if you think about it, and that's why I've separated energy usage from carbon footprint, because as we get back to things like, the solar industry developing better, that's been at a standstill for like 5-10 years. It haven't been progressing the quality of the panels. So you're only getting like 7% of the energy from the sun is being collected in the panels. At some point, that's going to improve. The modular nuclear reactors, those are going to start rolling out. So we're going to have more power. It's just the timetable that it's going to take. And are they going to be building that for us or just for these AI? Because if they build it for us, we're in a unique area in Washington, so where we don't pay as much as other places for energy, because we have a lot of hydro that comes from Columbia River and Puget Sound. All the utility companies from Tacoma, Seattle, they have contracts to get that energy from the Columbia River dams system and transport up to us. That allows us to have a cheaper energy cost in other places. But as more energy comes on, if they're building it for humans, that means the price of energy goes down. So your electric bill should technically go down if they roll out a bunch more modular nuclear plants. The AI component themselves, when we're talking about water usage, the cooling of those systems, most of them don't actually use water. This is a specific liquid that is used to cool the liquid cooled versions. And that shit gets recycled. It's a locked in system. So the water, they're not burning up a lot of water on these big structures for AI. But the energy usage is a real thing. And if they're not building it for the humans, like I said, the energy costs will increase for everyone, because now we're competing for the same little bit amount of energy. So if an AI data center gets built in, let's say, the tide flats in Tacoma, everyone in Tacoma's energy is about to go up, because now there's a huge player that's going to be sucking up a bunch of energy. And the way the energy market is it is priced, it's metered by activity and availability. Whereas if they build some modular nuclear joints around, everyone's energy cost is going to go down because now we have more energy flooding the system. It's just no one wants to do nuclear because of the word nuclear, our history, but the technology that we have right now is different than what we had 80 years ago when they first started using nuclear. I mean, it's 2026.
Yeah.
We have submarines that run off of nuclear.
Yeah.
And they
The
have
word
been
nuclear-
for 20 years.
The word nuclear doesn't necessarily mean nuclear radiation or nuclear bomb or nuclear war or nuclear threat or something.
Yeah.
It's just a word. It just technically refers to a type of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
So, I mean, at a certain point, the direction of the world should be going towards deflation, meaning the cost of things get less. Like the energy. Like if there's more energy, it should cost less.
Mm-hmm.
But we live in the debt credit based society where we produce more money to pay for stuff. So it really, we talked about this before about sodas and shit. A can of pop used to be 25 cents for the real pop, not even the Safeway brand. The real Barks root beer. Or it doesn't cost more to make the fucking root beer, it costs less. But the can of root beer is $1 now instead of $0.25. That's because our money system's crazy. And our government spends mad money that they don't have. So they have to print more. But that's a whole rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But, so our first, why don't you intro, the first one I'm going to bring up is this search party.
Okay. All right. So we could have talked about this the last couple of weeks, but we had guests and stuff. But I noticed these two commercials on the Super Bowl, and I did make TikTok videos on the Build and Destroy page about them right afterwards. But I have also noticed that local outlets and media have also talked about these commercials. So,
It's the pod crasher.
Yeah.
What up, words?
What up, fam?
Chilling, man. What's going on with y'all?
Man, tell us
Chopping it
where
up.
you've been. You've been in the Super Bowl festivities.
Today I had time, cuz it was crazy. Yeah, to be honest, to go back, last year the NBA All-Star game was down there, so my cousin took me to the festivities, the fan fest. Then he hit me in September and was like, hey man, the Super Bowl's down here and they're having the same thing as we did for the All-Star game. So we got our tickets that day. That was in September. Then we were like, it'd be crazy if we went. And then week by week, it was like, oh shit. It's about to, we're going.
Oh,
So-
that's cool.
Not to hold y'all up and everything. It was great. It was a great experience, and the 12s was down there. The town took over California. No disrespect, California. No disrespect to y'all. But we was down there acting a fucking fool. I'm telling you, like everywhere you went, 12th man was in the house for sure.
Right on.
Did you see anybody you actually knew down there?
My cousin was down there. I didn't see Washington, but I seen that they were down there. A lot of people, I didn't run into them,
Right.
but I knew that they were down there from their Facebook's posts and everything. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was deep. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. It was crazy. Let's run it back.
That's cool. So you watched the whole season knowing you had these tickets to this week.
Yes.
That's cool.
And we were going regardless who was going to the Super Bowl. But we manifested it. We were like, hey, just think about if we go. And then every week we were like, we knew we were going. By week 7, I knew we were going to the Super Bowl. 100.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. What y'all up to though? How y'all doing?
We're good, man. We're just chilling. We don't got no guests or anything. We're just catching up.
Nice. I'm right on time.
Exactly. That's why I was like, tell us about it.
Yeah, that shit was dope, man. Run it back. It's gonna be in Inglewood next year. So
Man, there'll be so many 12s down there again if that happens.
exactly.
They might
But
as well have the shit at Lumen Field.
Come on, cuz. Come on. But then I was like, shit, man, I might have to stay in Beverly Hills that night because you know the Sharks is gonna be in the tank. The Sharks is gonna be in the tank. Like, oh, the Super Bowl's at SoFi in Inglewood.
Oh man.
Man, I gotta straighten up.
All the Sharks out for a swim.
Come, you already know. Cuz. I ain't trying to be the one.
No. Keep it to yourself.
Feel me?
I do.
What's up, grandson?
What up, sir?
Oh man, chilling. Meatloaf and mashed potatoes and nothing and chilling.
Yeah, the game was good, but the commercials is kind of weak.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, we used to watch. I feel like back then the commercials was just as like riveting as the game, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, they always had something over the top.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't want to go pee when those was coming on and shit.
Yeah. And yeah, these ones they felt like it was easy to go out and take a smoke break or do whatever, leave the room.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Just like they was mad at Bad Bunny. Don't get mad. Just go make you a plate.
Yeah, watch the other one. Go watch Kid Rock.
If there's grass on the field, play ball.
Look, that was a good segue. So we was just about to, as soon as you popped on, we got 2 Super Bowl commercials that we're going to talk about. I'll play them.
Okay.
Not the full commercial, just so we don't get in trouble, but enough to where we all seen them before and we can comment.
Right, I hear you.
So let me do this.
And take it away.
You want me to intro this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this one is about the Ring camera that they trying to get everybody to have on their porch under the guise that it will help you find your lost dog or cat.
Oh man.
And I just thought, first of all, we've been talking about these flock cameras for months on this show.
Mm-hmm.
And then we even had a whole part where the homie, the Dr. Jaleesa Trapp came on and talked about how the flock cameras and the Ring cameras are connected and they're selling the data to the police agencies who can go through it and look at it all using the facial recognition technology.
Right.
And then boom, the Super Bowl commercial making it seem all warm and fuzzy, literally, like we need to get this thing and put it on our porch basically scanning everybody's face and logging it so we can find our little lost poochies. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
So you could see the plan and how
Right.
they're selling it to you under their safety and love of your pet. You know?
I did. Yeah. I hear you,
They're manipulating people into getting this.
man.
And it was
Cousin,
just
no.
it's just so obvious, but you know, and it shows how, like, probably if you have this Ring camera, it's probably already doing that unless you like go through the settings and read everything and fine tune what's going on.
Right.
But okay.
Right. That's crazy.
You ever seen that
Like a ship on a
I do,
stormy sea, bringing my
Honest, I
baby
don't.
back
I don't
home to me.
It's crazy down in
one? Yeah, so
California.
Pete, they're using the white family with even the golden retriever,
I've seen it. Oh, yellow.
a symbol for white safety.
Daisy is missing.
Yeah, they know white folks care about their dogs, so anytime you use dogs, then all of a sudden they're just on it. They're
Yeah,
on
and a
board.
golden retriever at that.
Yeah, they're pandering.
So this is the fake part though. It's like it's saying, "Oh, there are people that you're gonna be participating." Like, so,
Nah, B, nah.
so,
Nah, cuz.
so we know from the good
Nah,
doctor
cuz.
that this is part of the terms of service for Ring, that there is no participatory element. It's not people in some group chat saying, "Yeah, we seen your dog."
Right.
This shit is all automatic. The fucking Ring camera is logging and tracking every face and dog that comes by it to create a full network of activity.
That's crazy.
And
then they can
feed
map
it-
and then
That's
they can map it.
crazy.
Yeah,
Right.
create a map of where everyone
I didn't
goes.
steal your I didn't steal your dog. Why are you knocking on my door? That's crazy, cuz.
Yeah.
I think the more sinister part is in that commercial is they're showing you like it is something like you're saying there's a way that you're participating or you can turn it off or some shit like that. Like, no.
Right.
If you have the Ring camera, once you sign up,
You're a part of it too.
your video goes into the network.
Oh,
And they
man.
know we
A lot
got
of that
X
shit
amount
is
of houses
default.
on your block. Yeah, and there's not a way to
Right.
turn it off. That's part of
Yeah, a
when
lot of it's default setting.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And
So
there's
they
probably
they're-
not a way to say I don't want my all this fucking information that this camera collects 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want it sold to the police.
Right.
You probably can't decide that. You just have to either use their service and accept up terms of agreement or not.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not.
So
They're trying to first 48 it. Like,
Yeah. I'm not a pay. You're not paying me. I'm not a paid informant. I don't work for the police. I choose not to participate in this.
Exactly. And is it really for the dog?
Right.
Is it
So-
really
so-
for the dog?
So I think that is part of why they came out with it. Is there are already people like us that have been talking about this shit, and we have an expert that comes on, a doctor that tells us, no, this is in the terms of service. You sign up for Ring, your shit's going to the police automatically. Boom, bang, pow. They don't have to ask you shit.
Damn.
And I think them putting that out there is just PR cover.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, showing the nice old white folks with the dog, and you know they gonna care.
Mhm.
People care about their dog, so this is just a way to say, look how helpful this technology is for you. If your dog
Right.
Trojan
gets
horse.
lost.
They call that Trojan horse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And the whole time, like I said, they're trying to first 48 it. We're trying to see everybody's face, who's on everybody's porch, everybody we might be looking for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about it maybe the week after we had Dr. Jaleesa on. Was the or maybe that same week after we talked with her of predictive policing that is already in testing phases in certain parts in America.
Yeah, great choice of words.
To where they're arresting folks that ain't did shit yet.
Yeah.
That seems exactly right. That seems exactly right.
It's the Minority Report. Except
Yep.
there's not some psychic lady in a bathtub. It's the AI telling them.
Yep.
All right, well we'll roll out number 2.
Okay. This one, let me get my screen up again, is by the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, which is a group. It's a Jewish group that, like, basically tries to, what they say is fight anti-Semitism. But of course, you know, they're a big, powerful lobby for Israel, and well, you'll see. There's some levels to this commercial here that
I'm gonna play it.
This one's only 30 seconds.
I'm gonna play.
I think you can replay these commercials.
Yeah, he's got it right. You just change the speed.
Yeah.
But basically, okay.
Bro, look at it.
Did you see that? Should we tell him? So bad. It's not funny. Stop.
Do not listen to that.
Thank you, man.
I know how it feels.
What was your immediate reaction, High Rise?
Well, I hated it right away. It didn't work on me. I didn't buy this is like a coming together and fighting racism message. So, like, first of all,
Was it? Yeah, High Rise. You know, sorry for laughing. I'm because you ain't lying.
Yeah. So
That
I mean,
was
first
crazy.
of all, it's like
crazy.
Yeah, it's bad because, I mean, it's bad on so many levels. Like, one, it's insensitive. It doesn't address, like, why people. To me, it's just like Israel. Even though it's saying a Jew, it's basically.
Look, he was about to say something cold there.
He's gonna cook.
He's about to cook on him, man. They took him out of there.
Bro.
They didn't even freeze him. Normally they'll just freeze you. They said, "No, we taking you out."
Okay.
Come on, cuz.
All right, we're right. So, you know, it's like it's to me, it felt like propaganda. Like, the Israeli lobby was trying to manufacture a way for people to feel bad for Jews and Israel. And I know people don't like to say Jews and Israel because it's two different things, but it's really not. You know, I can tell you that being part of being a Jew, they train you to support Israel. That's just part of it, unfortunately. You have to uneducate yourself to break out of that mold to become like an anti-Zionist Jew. That's not a natural stance.
Right. I hear you.
So and then also I just think it doesn't work on fighting racism, because it's like asking a black person to help this white looking Jew, deal with this harassment,
Bullying.
yeah, where it's like, that's, to me, Jews are supposed to help fight racism, not ask, you don't ask like a black body to help you.
Right.
And so I mean, those are just two reasons why I thought it was bad. And I just thought it was performative, like the whole put the little blue note over the note, like that's not realistic. If you had a homie, your homie would just take it off and be like, man, fuck that, I got your back, it's all good.
Right.
You wouldn't like do a little play like, well, we'll put blue poster notes over it, and this blue post-it note means I stand up with my little Jewish homie, and blue happens to be the color of Israel. It's like, so that's how it struck me.
Right.
And I did a little experiment. I put that commercial on the Temple Bethel website, totally open-ended. Hey, what did y'all think of this?
Come on.
Just to see what the Jews thought of it. A few of them were like, it was cringe. A few of them were able to say it rubbed them the wrong way. But most people were like, that's a great message, totally unaware how that comes across, how a black person may see that.
Yeah. Right.
And then, I talked about it on a TikTok page, and yeah, people agreed, non-Jews agreed with me. And it just made me, dude, it's just like, wow, the people of that organization are so out of it. To think that is going to like land on anyone other than your typical just brainwashed Jewish person.
Right.
So yeah, I'm curious, what do y'all thought, how it hits you guys?
I got mad thoughts, so I'll let these guys
go ahead, Wizard. I'm gonna just say, like, you know me. If that was us, I'm like, where are they at? And we running down the hall and socking the niggas out. So I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna just leave it at that. That's just me. But yeah, that was corny. That was corny.
Well,
go ahead, take it. Sorry, Wizard.
I thought about things that were trivial just from the perspective of looking at it from the commercial, and how, well, first I was like, do kids nowadays still do that? Because I looked it up.
Yeah.
I looked it up.
Yeah.
It's called the kick me.
Like the kick me sign.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently that shit goes back to like 1600s.
Mm-hmm.
So, but in like media, of course, movies, they had that in silent movies as well. Like that was a parody or a gag, the kick me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just was thinking, like, do kids still do this, first and foremost?
Right.
And
did this particular one even happen? It's like trauma porn. It's like made up even.
Well, that's what I'm saying is I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember people ever doing that to someone other than just them being like a nerdy kid. Like
exactly.
Not for anything else. It's just like you were the nerdy kid, so the jocks like picked on the nerdy kid, and
like these Jews think that it's really white fragility. They think that little note is actually the same as the racism that a black kid may have to deal with coming from teachers, or getting over disciplined, or getting put into a problematic track in school, or getting harassed by the police or something like that. Like they think in their minds it's equivalent,
It's not. I've never been in junior high or high school that somebody tagged a posting note nigger on my back. And just like you said, was it's always just been like kick me, just a joke. Like
Yeah.
Well, the second thing I
I've
thought.
never seen it being racial.
Well, the
And the
second thing I
handwriting was
thought.
too. Hey, yo, the handwriting was too nice. Y'all don't write that good. I remember that.
Yeah.
Listen, the second thing I thought was close, somewhat on Mace, like it was more of a trivial thing. I'm like, did this group did Post It like give them money towards this? Because I started thinking about, first of all, Post It note ain't gonna fucking stick on no backpack like that.
Yeah.
So are you guys promoting your own product? You gave them money to promote Post-it notes, and you was like, y'all gonna do whatever you gonna do, but now we're promoting the yellow Post-it note and the blue Post-it note. You're telling me the blue Post-it notes didn't go up in sales? They're promoting it.
That should look like Blue Lives Matter to me when I see it.
Yeah.
Like
That's
you
another
said,
good
the
point.
programming, like when I seen the blue square, I just thought of that era.
Yeah.
Come
Blue
on.
Lives Matter and people having the blue stripes on their whips. I went back to that, whether it's related or not.
Yeah. It harkens that.
Look, my last thought on this was directly more just thinking about, I don't remember even knowing like Jewish as a person, as a differentiator. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
did you
It's not
ever
good.
experience any sort of bullying or teasing or any discrimination for being Jewish?
Not discrimination for sure. There was times growing up as a kid where some kid might say something, or you hear like a Jewish joke or something like that.
Mm.
But I just felt it like as just an issue of just overall, like, older kids just can be bullies sometimes. I didn't never ever in my mind think that like I was in danger because I was Jewish, or I was ever really gonna get hurt at school by kids because I was Jewish. I never had a true fear of that. No.
And at the same time, how would they even know if you didn't tell them?
True. They wouldn't. But it doesn't mean per se that they might not. It could be found out.
I hear you.
But
I hear you.
Yeah, well, that definitely, I don't think.
Well, fuck them both commercials. Fuck them both commercials. Look, I think I went and got a Michelob during both of those to bring light to it. To bring light. I think I got up and got a Michelob during both them commercials. That shit was crazy though. Good job bringing that to the light. Seriously. All jokes aside.
Yeah, for sure. It's cool when you can see, and the other thing too is it just made me realize, like, wow, these two entities, these two issues are spending, I don't know, whatever it's up to. It's definitely millions of dollars to propaganda, to advertise, to influence, to pull the wool over the eyes, to make it seem like it's okay to have this surveillance program, and honestly, and that Jews know that Israel is losing the PR battle, and that people want Palestine to be free, and people want Israel to freaking stop doing what they're doing. And people are speaking up all over the world and finally saying, like, this has to stop. This is wrong. It's genocide. And then you see this ADL group they're panicking. But you know, it shows what groups are trying to influence the people.
Yeah.
Just the same as, like, you know, if a new Coke, if there's some new food product out there and they buy a commercial on the Super Bowl because they got like brownie Oreos, then you know they're selling those brownie Oreos. That's what they want us to think about. And I mean, it's the same with these rings. They want this surveillance technology on our porches, and they want it to have facial recognition technology on it. They want they want it with the AI, with the facial. That's what they want, you know, and it's for this reason. And you know, and it's obviously that this group is worried that there's a global backlash against Israel. And they want people to feel bad for Jews instead of saying, hey, get your government to stop doing what they're doing.
100%.
Well,
that was from Josh Reisberg, and I'm AWOL AK 2-piece, and I approve this message. And if anybody wants some, I'll sock you out. Like I said, like I wouldn't have put the blue thing on. I'm like, I would have took them down the hall and like, where's they at? And socked them out.
Yeah.
Look, he know I'm not lying. He know I'm not lying.
Hey, well, last thing to throw in the mention on the Ring camera joint was that commercial is at least 4 months old. It wasn't a new premiere for the Super Bowl, which most companies.
You seen it before?
No, I didn't. No, on the link that Josh sent out, the YouTube video was 4 months old.
Oh wow! So it wasn't even new.
But they paid that money.
They had the bread. They had the bread to get that slot. Damn.
All right. Well, we got at least one more topic on the board, hip hop specific. We're gonna talk about the Coast Contra and any other music reviews that may, you know, he normally stays on top of things. But we got our halftime break on music. So keep your station, your YouTube locked here. We'll be back. We got what? 11 minutes for our halftime break.
All right. I'm about to charge my phone up for a little bit.
Hey. Time out. Before we go, hey, let me. It's the pod crasher. Because I'm about to go lay down. I don't got 11 minutes. Sorry, y'all.
Thanks, bro, for coming through, man.
I love y'all. Look, you know what? I got Wicked in the movie, right?
Pedestrian
number 4. Pedestrian number 4.
But
yeah, because look at the last time. I don't know if it was the last time or the time before. We was all on here, and I was talking about being in the movie, and Wicked was like, "Man, I need to send them my headshot. I want to be in the movie." And I went right to the lady who cast me and said, "Hey, can my bro be walking with me?" Because I was like, because I'm about to be walking and I'm about to get hit by a car, and I'm like, bitch, you know, I'm just cussing her out and everything. And I said, can my bro be with me and walk with me? And she said, hell yeah. I'm pedestrian 3. I'm pedestrian 3.
I'm about to kick it that premiere night.
Bro, come on, bro. Look. I said, are you she was like, man, yes. She was like, hey, well, yes. So Wicked is pedestrian 4. It's a sci-fi movie. I can't give too much details, but once again, it's on.
Yeah, man. Yo.
Shout out to everyone at K2B. It's getting me my
Man,
first
look.
role. Been trying to grow out my beard.
Wicked. Hollywood Wicked.
Trying to grow out my beard. So, you know, you can
Hollywood
always
Wicked.
cut it
Yeah,
for a role.
you gotta
but
get that.
You can't
You
grow
gotta
it
get that
anymore.
pedestrian face.
All right.
I
well,
love y'all, man. I'm about to go. I mean, I
I
got stuff
love
to
you.
do, man. I
Hey.
love y'all. Good talking to you.
Yes,
Have
sir.
a
Love
good
you.
night, all right?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Peace. All right, folks. We're going to jump right into our halftime. Look, I still got this showing. Let me close down that. Boom, boom. There we go. And I already had it queued up, so boom.
Testing. Yeah. This is WBAD, broadcasting live on a Sunday afternoon from Wicked's living room.
Check it out. Supreme mathematician on a mission to clear up your trioptical vision. Subtraction, addition, multiply, and division. This a local edition of politricking politicians. I hip you to the game, sit back and just listen. From city council to the auditor, down to the mayor. City hall is that new devil's lair. From boardroom kickbacks, nerds and their big stacks. They disenfranchise with lies to cover up third eyes. City council's supposed to listen to our voice, our screams, and our hollers. Not the Pierce County Chamber of Commerce and their dollars. Now can you imagine someone like Victoria Woodard and Lauren Walker trying to stop and block low-income housing on Hilltop? There are prospectors trying to grab the land. Bust the real meaning of the Hilltop sub-area plan. Hey, yo, keep the crossover, they two-facing over their fucking gentrification. And the people organized for 12 sick days. Sick of being a slave, sick of getting played, sick of working with the flu with 1 foot in the grave. But the council only gave you 3 because they only listen to the business community. And the people fight now for that 15, yada the mean. But the council watered it down and only gave you 12 by the end of 2018. Miserable, measly misers make minimum wage. Before you even get that, your next paycheck is played. Purses and pockets full of posies, poison pennies, your wallet is dead. No roses, no bread, no si se pueda, si se pueda, si se pueda. Just thank you for your comment and we'll talk about it later. And the only one that even kinda listens is Anders Ibsen, and the rest of the council campaigned against him, conspired with his opposition, trying to knock him out his position. And do we get real police accountability? Hell no, just the corniest hip-hop video you could ever see. Maryland, Victoria, and the cops busting raps while pigs indiscriminately bust caps. No justice for Jackie, hope someone busts back. This council's full of sick women and ill men who never even fired Jared Williams over what he did to Monique Tillman. They've got no empathy for other people's children, and it's water is life. No dapple down at the Port of Tacoma where they sell off your water, so now you sip melanoma. So you use the initiative process to protest, using the only legal means given to you. But what does the council do? Well, they turn around, they sue you. And Julie Anderson disenfranchised them with voting misinformation mailed to your home. Catch her on the evening news sounding like leave me alone. Till it comes vote doesn't matter in a condescending tone. Politics, politricks, prosecutor linguists in the mix. Injustice for the 36, bully tactics, intimidation, campaign violations. Politricking politicians are pantsuits, power blazers, pumps, perms, placating and pimping. Politricking politicians was even Marilyn Strickland. Fuck out of here.
You're tuned in to WBAD Radio. It's a cloudy day here in Hilltop, Tacoma, Washington. You just heard Josh Riceberg spitting that heat over a May Dolly instrumental. And next joint we got for you guys is produced by Don James. So keep your ears locked right here on WBAD Radio.
Hennessy and exotics, cannabis, you feel me? Sponsored, build and destroy, we make noise. All praise is due, we the gods. We made it through cause we beat the odds. All praise is due, we the gods. All praise is due, we the gods. All praise is due, we the gods. We made it through cause we beat the odds. All praise is due, we the gods. We made truth than I ever bridged to sell you. The booth is the proverbial shrink couch. The esoteric think tank is what the briefing's about. I'm as deep as the frequencies that the speakers vouch. In the event that the brainstorm receives the drought, regulate your hormones before you leave the house. I'm lending the upper echelon region clout. Respectable crafts are reason heathens doubt. My testicles dragged to the street Enrica style, but I never dropped the ball in moments needed now. The mechanical mind is guilty of diaspora. Walk afflicted with peace or reviving violent order. I'm sure fire with vibes is filled with silent aura. Mental shrine restorer, different than you kinda sorta. I don't deal with confinement, I'm still inclining via psilocybin. I still to deal with something real and vibrant. We made it through cause we beat the odds. All praises due we the gods. All praises due we the gods. We made it through cause we beat the odds. We made it through cause we beat the odds. Ay, we made it through cause we beat the odds. Ay, all praises due we the gods. All praises due we the gods.
My mind at ease cause I move with the cheese. Sitting with my belly full, them people ain't pleased. They gazed when they placed me in the maze. Mad cause I came out the rat race unfazed. They want me dazed and confused, weak and abused, making up excuses why I always lose. Dad wasn't here, so this is my fear. I'm a failure like him, pass it all through all these years. Nah, here's the thing, I'm a king, you ain't stopping. Keep it moving, A-wall, get it poppin'. Gatekeeper, jaw dropping, I'm never flopping. You damn right, this nigga outsmart them. All praises due, cause we made it through. As the saying goes, mama ain't raised no fool to show what I'm made of. I'm anxious, flexing on the ages in the matrix. They hate this.
All praises due we the gods. We made it through cause we beat the odds. All praises due we the gods. All praises due we the gods. All praises due we the gods. We made it through cause we beat the odds. All praises due we the gods. We made it through cause we beat the odds. We made it through cause we beat the odds. All praises due we the gods. All praises due we the gods. We made it through cause we beat the odds.
Yeah.
You're $1,000 worth.
Dude, way over there. If there was something
May signing in like that.
because I have
The first sip can thirst quench, forced to find fortified minerals before he dies. Land pestilent on unplanned equestrian, that's temperament. Hesitant for days of pestilence. Bulk food stored the way I chose to. Persuaded by primal instincts to cope through. The thoughts published, I do not find rubbish. Produce hip-hop for others to find substance. Hovering over moments of sheer discovery. Social peers adjust to the function of the heat. Permit travel merely came from gumption to speak. Arrangements appear courtesy of nothing you've seen. Frank and informative, at the bank with a mortgage slip. Check the debt ratios, proportionate fit. The days grow colder than corporate grips. Now question, what's a sword to a fish, huh?
I'd like to know if you ever loved somebody that didn't love you. Well, if you have, you know all your friends will get behind your back and talk about you. They'll say, look at him, he ain't nothing but an old fool. But I won't.
Took the orange pill with the past blue ribbon. Being poor means no assets accruing interest. Invent some intellectual property, then bench press the chip on your shoulder and pop you. In simplest terms possible. Dream huge, you gon' do everything that they thought you couldn't. These rules is meant to be broken. Like 3 bulls in a glass house with doors that don't open. Potion potent, step on it quotient. Rewind the cassette tape and record over it. Stuff tissue in the 2 bottom openings. Put the plug halfway in and use the headphones to spit. Now we on some shit, ain't close to sustainable though. Music's like cocaine in the know. It's a hell of a drug, inhale it and smile. If that's the heads of a coin, tails is a frown.
Yes. Unbuckle your seatbelt. Wherever you're at, we're traveling to you. Take flight. I combust, stardust, then settle back down to Earth's crust. Thermogenesis, using every molecule and atom. When I get atom, chromosomes in poems, quantum entanglements. Past, present, and future is where the time went. Boy spit sriracha, achieve bodhisattva, burn sativa from Giza to Gaza. It's likening to lightning and lightning. R.I.P. to big bully OG is rhyming on Clash of the Titans. The art was fact, left in a DAT tape like an artifact. It's actual fact. Moonwalking in a lunar garden. The Big Bang existence starting when the gods reppin' avant-garde.
Traveling, magic needle in a haystack, stitching a thick tapestry fabric. What's the quality of the thread though? Rumpelstiltskin status, soul searching, portal traveling, magic needle in a haystack, stitching a thick tapestry fabric. What's the quality of the thread though? Rumpelstiltskin status.
For stress, creating techniques as far-fetched. Eternal not like the bee behind the scarred chest. Large and vexed to the cartilage. A fully articulated artist with a lethargic prey. I'm wanted on stages, it was stated. Went away for a bit, now I'm staying for status. Pilot pen calligraphy, code written with history. BAD symphonies, relayed when the beats played. No slipping like Urkel. Rehearse the virtuals, rhymes pack you inside the verses curfew.
Soul searching, portal traveling, magic needle in a haystack, stitching a thick tapestry fabric. What's the quality of the thread though? Rumpelstiltskin status, soul searching, portal traveling, magic needle in a haystack, stitching a thick tapestry fabric. What's the quality of the thread though? Rumpelstiltskin status. Once the light bulb over your dome clicks on, but you can't clean your kicks off if you still stuck in thick mud. Feeling like quicksand, yet you grinding, trying to finally fit your feet in a financially fit stance. Exit the bog fluid, walk out a bob to it. Play your cards right and let the chips land where they ought to it. It feels kinda awkward, that's all good. Just never try to Euro step into the dark world. I hope you hit a bunch of home runs in October and stay focused on the game when all of the hoes show up. Don't let nobody divide you from your plus. Everybody hates Julius, carry the shoulder. The remainder of the equation is ayah.
Yes, indeed. We are back at it. The Build and Destroy show. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It don't cost you nothing.
Chill.
The camera went out. There we go.
Portal traveling. That one sounded good, man.
It's true. I was gonna listen to the Contra song that we're about to talk about, but then our shit came on and I couldn't turn it off, man. That's all I got to say about the Contra shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say they're just exciting as kind of a departure from the newer stuff that we see, the newer groups.
Mm-hmm.
And they're a group, and that's one thing that I understand a lot, and as far as I think we all do in participating in a group structure, it can be difficult because you got a bunch of people that have to be on the same page to move forward in anything. So, and they have lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
I think this song, it gave me.
They remind me of Boot Camp Click. The synergy and the way that they're all gelled together and they know each other's material. I remember listening to early Boot Camp Click records and getting almost like envious and jealous, and telling my brother at the time, who I was in a little crew with, I was like, yo, we need to be like these guys. Just the way that their ad-libs were, it was just so precise and clean, and I was wanting to emulate them all the way. And the Contra dudes, they remind me of that all the way.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
enjoyable.
That boot camp click for the people, that album. Those guys sounded so gelled together and just so cohesive. The same way that the Locks were when they did that verses against Diplomats. There was that kind of gelled kind of synergy where it was just like, oh my gosh, you're not gonna. These are unstoppable forces right now. Like you weren't ready for it.
Yeah, as far as crews go, they're the modern day. They're the dopest one out by far, kind of. Crews are not. There's not that many crews.
Yeah.
And even the ones that there are, I think they don't all. They're not just like an actual rap group. So you can look at like TDE as a camp or as a crew.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's certain camps that you know, artists that you associate with each other, but to be an actual group, like you're making projects as a group, as opposed to just being loosely affiliated in a crew.
Right, like Griselda or something. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool to see. It is. It's just cool to see a tight-knit crew.
Yeah. I like how they're playing with their deliveries and their cadences. Their cadence and all that stuff. Like, I don't know. It just reminds me of the 90s.
Yeah.
Like they know how to be colorful with their voice.
I bet their live shows is crazy.
Because they're almost like each one of their voices, it's like an effect.
Mm-hmm.
And they know how to use it.
Yeah, I could hear that more in this more recent song to me. It might just be my ear, you know, you haven't listened to enough variety, and their release, how they, you know, it's not like there's big promotion. It's just, oh, there's a new Coast Contra joint. The video production is not anything extravagant. They're not using a bunch of bells and whistles and you know, special effects. We're sitting at this fucking table. Maybe we change, or you know, the objects on the table or the background, but it's very direct and straightforward.
They're like the Beach Boys. They're like hip hop Beach Boys. They're just,
so that's how they debut their new music. They're always sitting at that table like that.
Yeah.
They do it live like that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they're actually
like
doing it
tiny...
live. I don't think they're actually doing it live. I think they're just excellent lip syncing their own raps. I'll be honest. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, the only way, because it's good quality sound. The only way to do that live.
I know. I was like, damn, these
hella expensive
good
mics.
live.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll have to pay it. I'll have to. I guess that would explain how,
But shit, AWOL started with lip syncing. Now he's an actor. He got me an acting job.
What is that, number 4? Pedestrian number 4?
Pedestrian number 4.
Oh, man. Come on.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm just excited for the next things up and coming. Opportunities and availabilities.
Yeah, I looked at your rough draft and I got nervous. I'm gonna try to get all the time I can get, man.
I know. I guess I got to stay on True Justice. I seen he just started doing that whole Cali agents are back at it. Maybe I wonder where they're gonna be in July.
But it's like it's the Chinese New Year, the fire horse, right? So this is kind of on brand with what the fire horse is representing, as far as there's just a lot of movement right now and a lot of impulse and capturing on these decisions that we've made. And yeah, it just feels like riding a bucking bronco that's on fire, and you just hang on for dear life.
You guys noticed the jelly backlash that's going around? People making fun of his cornball ass. Like
No.
a good week after we called it, though.
You mean you called it?
Well, I did it with you.
It's awesome.
I was just laughing.
I'm not talking about myself.
You was roasting. You had the ultimate roastability on him.
But yeah, people are all calling him out and stuff now.
Are they repeating what you were saying?
More or less. That he's just a cosplay Christian, and you know, he's changing it up, and he's Kid Rocking it.
I mean, that's...
he'll be performing with Kid Rock at the next Turning Point Super Bowl for show.
Oh.
What prompted us to talk about him that day?
The Grammys.
Okay.
Yeah.
In his Grammy speech.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think...
Did you see the Icon Fest, Scott? They're saying it didn't get canceled, but they got it moved to Chicago. So remember how we were talking about that show with up in Everett? Or no, at the show where? With 40 and everybody like that.
Uh-huh.
They canceled that, and yeah, they canceled it. So they moved it to a whole nother city. So it's not the same thing, but yeah. People got to get a refund.
That would suck.
That would suck, man.
Especially
I'm so
if
glad
you
I
was
never
really,
had to deal with that.
Especially if you really, I'm just saying, if you really wanted to see him. Like, clearly these are the Icon Tour. These are the old folks in our community. Like, we don't know how long they're gonna be performing.
You see, Jizza's coming to Airport Tavern to do
Liquid Swords.
Yeah,
it's like was it 30th anniversary?
Yeah, but it's hella money.
What of the Jizza Genius album?
Yeah,
Liquid Swords, and I know that shit because I bought that shit.
The debut joint. Oh man.
Yeah, he does it front to back.
I seen Lupe does that now. He does the food and liquor front to back for his anniversaries.
That's cool.
But that man, Jizza doing that.
It's what, like $50?
Oh, dude. I mean, if it was, I'd pay $50.
It's 100.
I think so. I can't do it.
Does it come? Does it come with a greeting that I could record in my phone? I get a. Do we get for 100? That's a lot for just a rap show. Like that has to be some sort of a bundle. I get a T-shirt. I get the 30th anniversary album on vinyl, signed by you.
No, I think like you said, it's an OG. It's they bring a legacy artist kind of vibe with them now. They can they're like our version of Cher when you go see Jizza. That's like,
I don't dispute any of that, but I mean, if you're talking about $100, like
for me, 100 at Tacoma on South Tacoma Way, like I personally just know too much. I can't do it. If I was new to this, If I was new to this city and I was a tourist, or I just was in, or I went to UPS, or I fucked with
Yeah.
Goo, I'll pay $100 to see Jizza rap Liquid Swords. That's worth it. It's worth it if it might be $100 in Seattle, but at the Airport Tavern with Dan, no, fuck that. I can't.
Yeah, like you said, we know things.
I know too much.
Fuck that. I'm not paying $100.
But do you like Ice Cube enough to go see him at the Washington State Fair?
Not for $100.
For how much? How much
know.
to hear "It Was a Good Day" live outside?
I don't know. That wouldn't be the song that I would want to hear the most. But see, the State Fair is something different because they're gonna have more than just. Don't they do more than one person in a day, or is it one person has the whole day?
A concert like that. You just buy a ticket to that standalone concert.
It was maybe 2 hours.
I don't know, probably an hour and a half. I bet Cube goes an hour and a half.
Yeah, I want to hear some B-side shit for 100. Like, I guess that's what it is. Like, if depending on the price would depend on what the set list is. If you're just gonna do all the singles that I know you're gonna do, it's not worth it. But if you pull out all the weird, nerdy hip hop verse shit, then I don't know. I might be satisfied. But it all depends on if it's a payday week or not. It's got to be a payday week for that.
Listen, man, this is where my cheapness comes. It just kicks in. Like,
he'd have to do like the most underground, like nerdy shit for me to be happy for 100.
I would love to hear Ice Cube do B-sides and not single album tracks, but he wouldn't do it like that at the Puyallup Fair.
No.
That's going to be way polished.
Yeah, you already know.
For 100, look, this got to be a hella small joint to where, everyone up in here that paid 100, it's automatic meet and greet. It got to be like 100 people max. Yeah, it's a hella small show. You don't even need the mic at this point.
I want to watch you play chess for 100.
Nah, I don't think. I don't know, man. I'm just cheap. Maybe maybe it just comes. It's not necessarily.
I don't mind tricking, but like I said, it just has to be an even. I don't know. The transaction has to feel even.
I'm just not there. Like, if I had more money, I would feel comfortable spending, because that's just for the ticket. Airport Tavern is expensive too on their drinks. Fucking straight Rainier's was like $5 or $7. Something crazy.
One last show I saw was Mac Lethal is at the Spanish Ballroom and Double B is opening.
I'm not familiar with Mac Lethal.
He was, I don't know if he still is, he's on Rhyme Sayers. I don't know where he's from though, but
Was that the show that he was telling us he couldn't say?
Yeah. I'm assuming.
It's like a performance.
I don't know,
but I can't tell you who it is.
Though. I wish we could.
Yeah.
That would be badass.
Listen, man, I feel confident in if we get just 2 more songs together and everyone comes with 2 solo joints. I mean, really, High Rise got any poem he could pull out. That's a whole segment and bag that actually makes our group unique. But if we got 5 solid performable joints as a group, mix in solo joints, I think we got to give 45 minutes.
Oh yeah. We could figure it out.
Yeah.
And
we would have to meet up. We'd have to meet up and practice it up, but we could do that.
Just need to finish 2 more songs. And I'm saying I feel confident in the performance aspect.
Me too.
Like that's what is a separator as well. Beyond our different writing styles and the song structure, you know, the music of it, what the music is the performance. And we got both.
Yeah.
And it shows. I don't think we understand.
Yeah, we signed an autograph. Like, I'm sure you guys did too, right? Like, we all signed an autograph at our last show in Capitol Hill.
Yeah. So I mean, and for DJ True Justice to know, he remembered you in your hosting abilities, just being personable with the crowd, your ability to get people involved. But he remembered our show, and it wasn't like he was up in the crowd like that, but I'm sure he was peeking in there. We was just rocking. And we didn't even do a set. Like,
I'm sure he looked back and seen the video no matter what.
Oh yeah. So,
I liked it being split up the way that it was.
Yeah, that was choice. That was special.
Was a cool format.
You don't always have the freedom to totally place your art literally where the fuck you want it to go.
Yeah, it felt like we were like garnish. We were like really good garnish.
Yeah. Oh, guess what? You're gonna eat what I. Here you go. My turn.
Yeah.
I cooked this one.
Hey, so I guess we can close it on this. Like, if you could put together that similar structure to where we're performing between, and we already had the location. We'll say it's a small location. Who would you have, and how many groups or artists and acts would you have? Because someone has to be like the closer, like the headliner, and then we've got to have openers to come in between. How many total acts do you think would be good?
Around 4.
I think 4 is the best.
Yeah.
Maybe even less, depending on if you're trying to do a weeknight. I think shit can get real small. And
2 to 3.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So pretty much, we start out with an opening song before each act.
Yeah, we're just garnishing. We're just facilitating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's cool too, because we can pull back if we want. Like, if we were to do that and we had a monthly, if we could just find a venue or a quarterly or something like that, then you know, we do as many songs as we need to make the night dope. It might be one in between, or it might be somebody comes in late and we end up doing a 15-minute set, or it's like the shit is so freaking dope we don't even have to do our last song.
I think we should definitely.
It goes in line with the pod of what we're doing right now. Like we've grown into facilitators, so it's on brand to hold a show like that where we're kind of facilitating, but we're still giving input and we're giving data for you to leave with. But we have kind of transmutated into this new energy where not only do we create and give content, but we facilitate those that do the same.
Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool to really curate a night out and make it hella different, like a beat set from Trust One, you know, book J Mar.
Is damn near showcasing.
You know, have Tiani have a set, and then you know try to get some shit that you know, a Black Anger reunion or something real, you know, a Wojak spoken words, something that somebody would only do for us.
Yeah, like we're into the point of like curation now, where we get to curate and facilitate rather than just contribute. Like we get to be curators of the art form and get to establish narrative at this point.
Well, hey, you guys see how I write out my shit.
I know. I was gonna say too, if we should have this plan B for July 2. Whereas if, you know, shout out True Justice, if for some reason he can't get us out there for whatever reason, July should be a month where we do that hip hop festival in Tacoma then, because we could do it outside if we had to. And we pretty much know we could get a PA. So really we could do that.
Well, I think we should plan 2 shows just in preparation.
Yes, Fire Horse.
Like for, we'll say, the end of May and then that July substitute backup.
Maybe we could try to do something hella small to start off with, like for the month of May, for May's shit.
Look, I'm fully on board with album release for we got 2 options at this point as far as art gallery, because then we can display art pieces. We got Neon Dion downtown Tacoma, and then we got Vermilion Seattle. It's just all about whether that lines up with, you know, whatever his next project is, because I know he got at least 2 on the board outside of our shit.
Yeah.
So that would be on him. Will something be ready for a release, or even if it's not a release, a listening?
Yeah, everything has to be put on hold for month of May. I have to get out my daily journal diary shit, and I gotta process, and I gotta exercise some shit that has been going on with me in my personal life. It's a form of exorcism. But I'm at that point as an artist where I'm vulnerable and I'll share my struggles with the people. But month of May is absolutely necessary. And I never turn it down on the skills. So I use that shit as a way to flex and a way to get off my my side quests bullshit. But people should get inspired off of month of May releases, because that's probably the most I don't know, that's where I spill my guts at the most. That's where I'm totally unrestricted and I don't consider anybody when I'm doing that stuff. And people that study those month of Mays, they'll probably know the most about me.
So that necessarily wouldn't be the best month for a show or album release, because that's a heavy energy intensive project.
Yeah, but I'm the kind of guy, like, I get it done. Back in the day, it used to be every day you make a beat and you write rhymes every day and it was fresh. And I've made that into a hybrid thing now, where I don't have to make it for that day on that day. I've I've recorded stuff for month of May that's not even here yet. So I keep stuff in the tuck for that project, but I just know when I'm creating it ahead of time, like this is for that. But it was back in the day where I would get home off of work and it was make a beat and then make a rhyme in that instant right there. But now it's a little more premeditated.
I'm just saying, like, I don't want to have you overwhelmed and be, have any sort of show. So maybe
we could find a way to document what he does. We could do like a video.
Yeah, like that's all part of month of May. It's wherever I am as I make the songs. So
like we could go up there.
Bike. I've made them on my phone. I've made them at El Perron in the parking lot.
Like maybe we could go up there as many times as we can in May and film him like
hell yeah,
making a beat on a bike. Like make all the crazy shit he's doing, going to the corner store and then making the rhyme in the aisle and then coming home. And like maybe we could just turn that into like a fun little movie, a fun little 3-minute movie. It's 30 days, I don't have the editing skills, but fucking Eli might. Somebody might, you know what I mean?
Dude, it's gonzo journalism. It's what Hunter S. Thompson was.
And then maybe it doesn't turn into some big release show, but maybe we can at least just document it and just drop it on YouTube and just start that way too.
I like that. That's a great idea.
Because we could do that no matter what.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's why I like it, because it doesn't take away from any other.
Yeah. And school's winding down in May. I mean, for the kiddos, the weather's better. Probably easier for, we'll be able to shoot up there. It'll start being nice outside and shit. You can freaking record one in the backyard with the birds chirping. We can video it. Who knows?
Yeah, that's where I'm at now. I want to be tested in that way. I believe in being able to put it down on the spot, like right there, no rehearsal. Just I can do this because this is what I reek of it. Like I'm the essence of it. So there is no getting ready. It's just I'm just ready.
It's the Olympics.
Yeah, I'm trained for it. So I'm just asking myself to do what I've been training for this whole time, and I haven't stopped it since junior high school in Spanaway. So I'm always ready, and I want to try to keep up whatever pace is laid before me. Like I'm here for the keep up side of the game. So if people want to turn up the treadmill, I want to be able to keep up with that speed too. So I'm just always ready.
Wow. All right, y'all. I love you. I'm about to get my 7 o'clock hour on.
All right. Well, make sure I need you both to create 2 shows of the artists that you want, the 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna put them together, and we're gonna make some curated listening experiences for the hip hop community.
Okay.
All right. Well, this is how we're gonna end the show, folks. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back next Sunday. You already know around 5 is when we go live. Share with your homies. We want to see you in the chat, and hit that subscribe button because